and how we hide them. I'm not Chris.
And I'm not Karina.
But we're here together.
As usual.
Indeed. And we are pinging off the walls. But
mean,
also really tired.
Yeah.
You know, EDS things.
It's a normal Saturday.
Fatigue.
It's like we get together and then the shit hits the fan. And then we're like, let's record it.
It really is. Like, I'm not kidding when I say we've had these conversations forever. This is just the recording of said conversations.
Pretty much.
And all of the nonsense that goes along with that.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry.
We're both sorry. But
we can't both be sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
And I'm not sorry?
Yeah. Sorry.
But am I, though?
Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
There you go.
Don't look it up. You'll regret it. There's so much cursing. It was just me in my early 20s, and I was like, haha, it's funny to make fucking bad noises.
Bad noises.
Bad
noises.
I made bad noises. I mean, but there are some funny bits. I'm not gonna lie. There's some good editing in
It's
there.
you. It's gonna be funny.
I have to be with the right people.
I'm the right people.
My disdain grew 10 times that day.
I'm still sorry.
I broke her.
I'm very sorry.
You are the right person. You're perfect. You're basically me, so it's fine.
This is true.
All right. What time is it?
It's time for the weekly recap.
Check in.
Woohoo! Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Because I wanted to talk about the thing that happened.
Oh yeah.
It's not
keeping a secret.
It's not new. It's just something I keep forgetting to talk about.
Oh.
Or maybe I did and I just don't remember talking about it, but it happened on our break week. So I don't have feeling in my foot at all.
Which foot?
My right foot.
Interesting. Okay.
Touch it. I can
Like
feel the
no
pressure,
feeling?
but
But the skin is dead.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
How long's that been going on?
About 3 weeks now.
What the hell?
I think it's got something to do with my spine or my hip.
Weird.
Because like
Can you lift? Like, can you bring it up?
I have. It's
like your whole
slower.
foot. Bring your foot
Oh
up.
yeah. It's like a slower reaction than I'd like.
Interesting. Well, because I wondered if it was like something like what my husband did with the shin.
Oh yeah.
If you like separate that nerve.
Oh yeah.
Then you like lose feeling.
Feel how shaky it is too. Like.
Oh, it does what like my whole. Oh, that's what my left hip does.
Yeah.
Where it does. It's almost like a stutter, right? Like your muscle is stuttering.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go through movements, but if I'm like super dysautonomic or like fatigued or something,
yeah,
my muscles do a stutter. So like a fluid movement turns into this like micro jerky movement.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And then it's super itchy on the top where it's starting to lose feeling, and it's like super ticklish at the same time. Like it's hypersensitive.
When do you see your doctor next?
Oh, it's a minute.
You should probably let someone know that your foot is numb.
It's that, or I have what's the word? Diabetes. But I don't think so because it doesn't change. It's just constant dead.
Weird. It's got to be like a.
And it's not like changing color. I'm not like losing blood flow.
Yeah.
Like I checked, it's still warm.
Interesting. It must be like a pinched nerve someplace.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
And it's just kind of growing. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So
Also
that's been
not
going
good.
on. Not great.
No, not great.
What else happened? Oh, I had my rib again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the same one or if it's a different one, but you felt when you adjusted it again, it was again just sitting.
It's such a pain because it's not hanging on in the front either.
Yeah.
So it's not like a matter of like closing a door. You have to like rehinge the freaking door.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Do I need to tape myself up and like hold it in position or
maybe?
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Would it work? I've never tried tape with my ribs, but that's actually an interesting idea.
Right? Because it needs to sit.
Yeah.
It needs to sit in the right position to really strengthen itself, I guess.
Yeah.
Adjust.
Well, to like stay there for any amount of time.
And with all the swelling, it's hard for it to sit right. So.
Right. And like, how do you brace ribs?
I just have to lean on it the whole time, just holding it in all the time. Like, what you doing? Nothing. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's where my rib goes in and out.
That was perfect. I love it.
Great. I'm glad I could have entertained.
I dislocated my elbow putting like hairs away
you
and
said
shit.
it to me. You're
And
like,
I was like,
fix the bottom, fucked up the top.
Yep. Yeah. That was annoying. Stupid. Just stupid.
Yeah.
Anything else this week?
Thanksgiving happened.
Yep.
It
was really chill.
Yeah.
We just hung out.
I had to walk a friend through a panic attack over the internet, which was fun.
Mm.
The hard part was that it triggered me at the same time. Like, I could hear it starting, and I was like, oh no, I know what's happening. I can feel it.
Oh, this is when we were talking about, like, the reflection on reflection on reflection.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because this poor kid has, like, really, similar circumstances to ours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just getting old and no one ever talks about it, but holy crap. Like, seeing yourself in something else.
Oh, yeah.
Or multiple something else's in your life, you're like, what the
Like,
this is kind of meta.
Yeah, guys.
I don't know if I like it.
Am I breaking the fourth wall right now?
The simulation's broken.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and it was bad because like I had to step away at one point because I was really like fighting it off too. I was like, I don't want to have a panic attack. There's no reason to have
Sympathy panic attack.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not good.
Well, because I could sympathize, like I can empathize so hard that I can feel it.
Oh yeah.
Like I could hear
you take
it building.
It on. Yeah.
I was like, oh god. Yeah, I was along for the ride, but we were able to walk through it.
See, and it's interesting because I don't have like. I guess I've had a couple panic attacks, but they're also like really easy to like stop. Like there's like a hard stop and everything resets all at once. But it's also hard to tell like what's what because I think a lot of the panic attack stuff was happening in tandem with because I was having esophageal spasms.
Right.
And I thought I was fucking dying because it felt like having like a stroke and a heart attack all at once. Mm-hmm. And then later they were like, maybe it's panic attacks. And I was like, okay, cool. Maybe it is. And then I started grounding during these events and then being like, okay, no, it's not a panic attack. Because I'm like, fine. But my body is freaking out.
Right. Well, imagine like a normal a panic attack, but you know, like the depression spiral that happens.
Oh, uh-huh.
It's like that, but really fast. So like you're kind of fighting yourself at the same time. Because whatever set you off and then is happening and then you're just spiraling out of control and in thought and like I get physical ones that are just purely like my body freaking out, which I can usually ground through. And then there's the like heavily like you're involved, like you know what triggered it and you're having a hard time fighting off the like intrusive thoughts.
Okay.
Which is fun.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I talk to myself so continually. Like I don't know. Even yesterday, so my husband said something that, like, I don't know, set me off. But not in, like, an angry way. In, like, my feelings, I just hurt my own feelings.
Yeah.
kind of way. And then I kept chasing the hurt my own feelings down this little rabbit hole.
I do that all the time.
But, like, the whole thing probably took, like, 2.5, 3 minutes of me just, like, rapid fire through the brain going,
yeah,
okay, that's reaching and that's a little ridiculous, and no, that's not true, you're just having a moment, calm down.
Well, and once I was able to identify them, it's easy to go through them. Like you build up the tool set, and like once it's recognizable and you know the feeling,
right,
like it's so much easier to handle now. Like I haven't had an honest to god like out of control panic attack in a long time. Well,
and you started recognizing them like earlier on, right?
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
You were able to tell Jen, like, I'm about to go into a bad panic attack. Here we go. That's interesting.
Or I would like excuse myself from a situation so that I could go ground somewhere else, like away from chaos.
Yeah. I have a coworker who has those bad panic attacks that are kind of attached to the neurological kind of presentation.
Yeah.
But it's always, I just don't know. Because the panic attack will be happening and like, I don't know. I do like the empathy piece, but I don't think I take it on the same way that you do. Because I can sit with her and be like, I'm going to pretend everything is totally fine.
Yeah.
In order for you to not feel super vulnerable with me. So I think I don't know. I'm really bad about like putting other people's feelings in the forefront.
Yeah.
And then just discarding mine. And then just being like, I don't have any. That's a problem.
Well, part of it too is that, like, the feeling of the beginning of a panic attack now triggers itself. So like if I feel it,
Oh, like you know what it is
then
and what's coming.
I get the mental association too. So like,
Okay.
like I was in it for a bit. Like I was like back in school shooting times, fun times for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Like I felt it coming on, so I was able to like ground myself through it, but I still had to like endure it for a bit.
Right.
And then I was able to
See,
get
that
back in
makes
and help
sense
him.
because that's how, like, when the bad, I'm going to just call them dysautonomic storms because I don't know, movement disorder, whatever.
Yeah.
So when those ones start coming on, like, I can feel it starting and then I get all anxious because I know what's coming.
Right.
And I don't want to. So I get that part. That part makes perfect sense to me where I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Right.
And then you're in it and it's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever, maybe it's because I just totally lack self-preservation.
Could be.
Like, I don't know. Whatever happens to me is fine. It's other people that I'm worried about.
Yeah, so how about your week?
Yeah. I'm trying to even think about what my week was. Monday was good because I was back at work like normal. The day went really well. I sat down and I talked to our new social worker who was the kind of contracted in counselor that we had.
Yeah.
Who talked to me really well about like letting the pain in for brief moments and breathing back into your body.
Yeah.
And so we got to sit down on Monday. Oh my God. Monday was just a bust. It was awful. So there was no internet all day.
Oh, great.
All day. And then the power went out at the end of the day.
Oh, Jesus.
It was the not day. But she and I got to sit down and like really talk about things and talk about work because we're going to be the fucking dream team. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you guys are like in sync. You're on the same page, so it's
like,
really good.
100% on the same page. Anything she was saying, I was just like, yep, that, perfect, wonderful. And then I would go on like a tangent and she was like, holy crap, exactly that, exactly. Oh my God. I've never met anyone who thinks that way. So it was cool. It was really cool. So I'm really excited for that. We'll be the dream team, which will be good. Tuesday, the kids were absolute, just crazy. It was like they were given like jet fuel for breakfast. I don't know. Something was in the water.
Yeah. I remember those days in
There was a pie
school
contest.
when like everybody was just on wired and yeah.
Oh my God. Just high strung, so high strung all day. And I was like, I cannot anymore with you guys. But then we had like community members come in and it was really cool because we had like a pie contest between the advisories. So they'd made no bake pies. And then at the end of that, there was like a pie bar with tamales and all of this cool stuff. Ooh. So families came in and we had all the babies out and it was fun. It was really cool. It was exhausting, but it was fun. And then I went on break, which was great.
And you slept?
I literally slept like all of Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
All of Wednesday. I went to sleep early and then I slept until like 9:30, woke up, did like a few things, and then my body was like, no. And then, so slept all of Wednesday because I was just exhausted. So I got up for a little bit at like 9:30. I was back in bed by like 11 and brain was like, no sleep. There's only sleep, only sleep. We're not doing anything else, sleep. And so I slept until like 3 o'clock and woke up and was like, oh, the whole day is gone and I'm confused about where I am.
That was the day I fought sleep incessantly. I was like, I will not sleep. My body was like, you need it. And I was like, no, I don't. Prove it.
Do it. Just sleep. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Wednesday. Wednesday was sleep day. And then Thursday, Thanksgiving. And we had a really quiet one too. The only thing we did was, we ate like at the house, but I came over here. Randy was like, I don't really feel like it. And I was like, that's totally acceptable.
Yeah.
Like that's an okay reason. It's fine. But his parents had an exposure, so we were staying away and keeping the family apart and all of that, which is fine by me because I don't really like holidays.
Yeah.
And
well, holidays for us were like stressful, show-offy bullshit.
Yeah. Yup. Yeah. So not great. And then what was yesterday, Friday? I don't know what I did. Oh, I like I did all the laundry.
You cleaned.
And I cleaned. And I did some homework.
Finally.
Like a badass. That's been really bad. I'm like, I can't. There's no time. Then my computer was broken. And then...
But now you don't have an excuse. Your computer's fine and you're on break.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I locked myself in the office yesterday, which was crazy because I thought I was going to work for like an hour while Randy made dinner. And he made dinner, left it on the stove, and just let me work. And so it was like 6:30. I was like, he hasn't come to find me for dinner yet. That's weird.
Good man.
So it was like 2.5 hours of just staring at the computer.
Hey, if you
Good
were
fun.
productive, like...
Yeah. Well, and the thing is I know I'm productive, but I do so many like different pieces of things that I never feel like I've accomplished anything.
Fair.
I'm like, I did all the setup work for these things, but I never had like resolution.
Jen does a lot of that. Yeah. You don't get the endorphin rush of completing a task fully.
Yeah.
But you did a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did. And I got like lost in the topic while I was doing it. And so I have like 3 slides just dedicated to how synapses form.
Nice.
In the brain and how they change and like pruning and all of that. And I was like, that probably only needed to be 1 slide. But here we are. Nice. 45 minutes later. Yeah. So not like super eventful. Oh, my hands and feet have been really bad again.
Mm-hmm.
And then like IBS is fucking nightmares. Fuck.
Dude, I've been getting hit randomly with it. Like last night even. I was just sitting down and suddenly my stomach was like, time to die, motherfucker. And I was like, okay, why?
Do you get like before you even know that you're like sweating and uncomfortable and you're like, ow, why am I, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I know what this is.
Yeah. No shit. Like.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll just get really sick and think I'm going to vomit. And then, oh, never mind. Other end.
Yeah. No. That.
Yeah. Bullshit.
All week.
Sucks.
Jen had that happen for a day.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving or the night before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Not good.
No. I thought maybe we got food poisoning or something at one point, but.
Oh, and your kiddo got sent home again, huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's been having stomach problems.
Puking,
and he gets diarrhea sometimes. So like, and it usually lines up on days that I'm like feeling nauseous or that I've thrown up. So I'm like, oh, buddy.
Yep.
We need to get you diagnosed.
Yeah.
Because he's my stretchy boy still.
Uh-huh.
Like he's always been bendy, but it's not slowing down.
This is the child who was walking on his toe knuckles.
Yeah.
And was like, this is totally fine and normal. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Please stop. You're hurting me.
And he's, he was tested for like the normal stuff, like gluten intolerances and stuff like that. Like we did a panel and he's fine otherwise.
Does the pediatrician like have good knowledge on EDS?
Same doctor I see.
Oh, okay.
So she did. And now we're seeing Sylvie and she knows.
Good. Okay.
We just I want to get him diagnosed or at least tested to see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that would help if we could be like, oh, well, he has this condition. Then it's easier for us to treat it and let the nurse know that he's not abused at home or.
Yeah. When he's here, we just feed him like soap and hydrogen peroxide. And then we
snuck
send
up
him
on
to
him
school.
Too. Like he was like, I was just sitting there and then randomly threw up. And I was like, I've been there, man. I know.
Sucks.
Know what you're going through.
That was always so hard to explain to people when you were like vomiting for no reason. It's still hard to explain to people now. I'm just like, it's weird, accept it. I don't know, nobody knows.
Accept me as I am.
This is how this works.
Yeah.
But like, how do you go about fielding that for your kiddo when you're like, we're pretty sure there's a good reason for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, my ankle is pissing me off. It is making me angry. My hands and feet have been so bad.
I blame the weather. Like the coldness, because I've been feeling super tight in my hands. And so I need to adjust my hand, actually. My wrist is very angry.
You talked to it and it was like, hey, excuse me?
Like, hey, asshole.
While you're here,
do you want to
fix it,
address this?
bitch.
There we go.
And I'm over here like popping my toes. Why don't you just stop sitting crisscross? Because if I sit any other way, I'm going to dislocate things.
Is it really crisscross? Like I put my right leg on top of my other one.
I
Like,
sit
don't
on
tuck
my
under.
feet.
I do that, but I'm losing feeling in a foot, so I don't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
exacerbate that at all. So I do this.
We do a lot of things like, and that was the interesting thing about the DO last week, was she was like, even the way you're sitting right now with your foot completely sideways. But everyone I've like met is like, you sit those ways because it's stabilizing.
Yeah.
So you like instinctively try to self-stabilize. Good job. 'Twas a fluffy.
I caught it.
In mid-air.
Like a magician.
With wind speeds of over...
a third of a quarter of a knot.
Itty-bitty wind speeds.
Anyway.
Back on track. Oops. Yeah. No, I can't sit like, people are like, oh, you need to practice like sitting with your feet flat on the floor. And I'm like, no.
That's so uncomfortable though.
How?
It sounds painful, honestly. Like
It is.
I do that at my computer, but that's when my hip starts to slide. So I have to like tuck them in.
Yeah. Well, and I've been noticing other, I don't know, being more like body mindful. I've noticed other things that we do that are just not great.
Oh yeah.
Like even when I'm standing or doing anything, I have like a rotation in my trunk, and I also put almost all of my weight on my right leg and almost none of it on my left. And I can't, like,
I do that.
when I was going through PT for the left one, she was like, okay, so do wall squats, but you're not putting any weight on the left one. You're not putting any weight. And I was like, how? This is not like an avoidant thing. It's
right.
I don't know how to distribute my weight. My body just generally picks up the slack wherever it can.
Yeah. Well, it's like Ruth was saying in the Discord that she found that exercise regimen for waking up muscles that have been asleep forever.
Well, it's hard too, because like we already have such poor proprioception.
Yeah.
Like we don't know where muscles are. Have you even had like when you go to use the restroom and you're like, okay, where is that muscle? Hold on, where is that one?
Identifying,
hold on.
identifying, locating.
Wait. We remember where that is, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
That might be a bigger problem, but I'm not ready to address it.
There are many things that are probably bigger problems to get pushed back, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're just putting out fires as we go.
My friends online were like, aren't there anything you can do to like fix that? And I was like, I've done surgeries. I've done 6. He's like, you need more. And I was like, no, I do though.
Yeah.
I need like 4 or 5 more. And he was like, oh my God, Soul.
But it's not, it's true, right?
Yeah.
Well, and that's why I found it so interesting in the EDS forums on Facebook, someone was asking about like labral repair surgeries. And then it was just interesting to see people's responses. So you had people who were like, oh yeah, I've had labral tears and repairs and that was great and whatever. And then you have people who are like, I wouldn't recommend it. I had frozen shoulder. And you're like, frozen shoulder is like a recovery problem though.
Yeah. It sounds like something the doctor should have been on top of also.
Yeah.
Like you can
like,
notice it
you should
building
have
up.
PT
like,
pretty quick after surgery because
Right.
they want you moving, but safely.
where we do the opposite. We move right away.
Yeah.
We don't fuck around.
God damn it. The shoulder was such a pain in the ass. And not because it like hurt, because I couldn't keep my arm in the sling to save my fucking life. Like, and I told them even before, I was like, I probably need one that like straps to my body. And they were like, oh no, you'll be fine. And so I had a regular fucking sling, and I would wake up in the morning with my like arm in the sling up over my head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is a no-no, by the way.
Right. Like that shouldn't happen after surgery. That's not good.
I did the same
Don't
thing,
do
though.
that.
I needed one that was strapped to me. At one point, I just took an ace bandage and wrapped it around to hold it in place.
Because otherwise I would use it because it didn't hurt enough to prevent it.
All over the place with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also wonder if that's because, again, like we've had symptoms since we were very young.
Right.
And not everybody has. So you have people who like make it into their 40s with very minimal interference or like impact from Ehlers-Danlos, and then all of a sudden start breaking down. So I do wonder how that like plays into how you like your relationship with the pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, that would suck so bad. I'm almost happy that I've had it my whole life, kind of.
Can you imagine being normal and then being struck?
Yeah, getting it taken away, like losing more.
That I think would be really scary. So I have to like, even when I'm like, oh come on, it's not that bad, I have to remind myself that that would suck a lot. And there are people who have it kind of sweep in that way.
Yeah.
And it happens and it goes all bad all at once.
Yeah, it goes quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. No, I'm glad that we were never normal. Because that would just suck to be like.
A weird take.
I know.
I'm glad we always suffered through pain.
But in a way, like it is.
No,
it is definitely a leg up.
I agree.
And even the surgeons know that. Like, they're like, no, you'll be fine because you're moving. It's all good.
Yeah, that's what Sylvie checked.
Mm-hmm.
I did a whole bunch of movement stuff for her. She's like, how do you walk? What's it like?
Yeah.
It's like, I can walk normal. Can you walk in a straight line? Like, yeah. My balance will be a little off because I can't really feel my foot, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say that. She was like, why are you wobbly? It's like, it's reasons. I didn't think it was, I thought my foot was asleep at the time. It was like right when it started happening.
I'm going to beat him.
No, I was being good. It didn't seem like an issue at the time. I know,
fair.
You know how the symptoms
fair.
work.
Yes.
Is this a forever thing or is this the next 2 days?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's also why it's so hard to fucking determine an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, this hurts like shit. It's gonna make me cry, but it could only last an hour.
Yeah, like I can't feel what I'm doing. I just realized that like
you're just playing with it now.
Yeah, it's like when my arm was numb and I would be like, whose foot is this?
Foot fidget.
What's going on over here?
I hated nerve block. Fuck all of that. Yeah. Not a good time.
Mm-mm.
Those bastards.
They got him.
They got me.
They got Randall the Vandal. Did I leave that in?
Joe turned the tables. I don't know.
No, it's something. I
think
TikTok.
You took it out. It's fabulous.
Look forward to that happening.
Hopefully we'll have TikToks soon.
Yeah, we're going to have a TikTok day.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And then I'll slowly release them.
Yeah, I'm excited. Holy cow. That sounded like it was like low.
Yeah.
It was like your scapula.
Yep.
Those are the best ones. Ow. Oh my God. It's just pissy. Frickin'
bodies are just a hassle sometimes. Like all the time.
Yeah. Most times. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, even when we have good days, I don't think we know what normal is.
No, I mean, there's our normal, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, we adjust to things pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, like, it's weird to have an outside perspective now, like, with people that I talk to online. I'll be like, oh, I had this going on, and let me fix my rib real quick. And just to have it come back to be like, that's fucked up. So
that happened to me on Tuesday because I had dislocated my elbow. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I was like moving chairs out or like tables out or something, getting ready for stuff. And so I dislocated my elbow and I was like, I don't have time or energy to fix this right now. And so I tucked my hand like under my armpit and I just did everything with my left hand. And then by the end I was like, okay, I'm going to go relocate my shoulder in the dark and the quiet. I'll be back. And they were like, or not my shoulder, my elbow. They were like, you dislocated your elbow? I was like, yeah, like 25 minutes ago.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's all good. I didn't want to put it back until I was alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bizarre, but that's reality for you.
But it's just funny because now I have people who are like, you say things like really nonchalantly.
But we do.
I'm like, it's fine.
It makes me wonder if they feel like we're oversharing or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't do it for attention. I'm just being legit. Like,
yeah,
this is what's going on with me. Let me address it real quick and that'll be fine.
Right. Like there are times where I'm like, oh, I dislocated something in my foot. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
And I have to like take my boot off and pop it back and then put my shoe back on. But like, I think the people in my life now are like, they know me enough to know better.
Yeah.
I think if I had to like interact with a whole new set of people, it'd be totally different. There would be way less of like, hey, I dislocated a thing.
Yeah.
Do something about it.
Yeah, no. Even my online friends are taking care of me now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you need to lay down, Saul? Saul, do you need to lay down? And then I'll be like, no. And they'll be like, Jen, does he need to lay down? And then she looks over at me and she's like, yeah. Damn it, Jen.
That's awesome. I love that. Fantastic.
It's horrible.
No,
It's
it's
terrible.
wonderful.
It is.
They're made of love. Magic.
I don't know the meaning of the word.
Someone called me exceptional the other day or something.
Did you barf?
I looked at her and I was like, if you say nice things to me, I have to run away. So be careful what you say next. Yeah.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
So we were like, what are you grateful for? And I was like, the staff and everybody else and blah, blah, blah and all this stuff. And then it was like, I'm grateful for you. And I was like, oh, shit.
Why, God?
Don't say nice things to me. I will run.
Don't you come at me with that love.
And hide. So thank you, but also shh.
You shush your face.
Shh.
Shush it.
I don't want people to know. I'm a monster.
The veil was lifted.
And a monster was there.
Yeah.
But the puppy was there the whole time.
We really need to like insert clips of the stuff so people can at least understand what we're talking about.
Yep. Yes, one day.
Someday I'll do like a this is the here's the reference and here's us making reference to it over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, because it's fun.
We do it for us and me time.
Yep. Us and we time.
We time.
We time. Did I tell you that that's what my husband calls? So if you take a selfie of multiple people,
yeah,
it's not a selfie anymore. It's called a wee wee.
A wee wee.
And so when we would go on vacation, he would just shout, "Let's take a wee wee," just to embarrass my mother-in-law for wanting pictures.
Fantastic.
It was great. A little mortifying. Great.
It's like when we sing "Cry Break."
Cry break, cry break. I don't know why. Like, why is that a thing?
I don't know.
Things that just like come into existence out of just nowhere and they stick. Like blem.
Hey, don't
blem.
Don't you
Blem.
Don't blem at me.
Blem. A knock upon the door.
All right, will you check it?
Yeah.
I can do it. Well, I'll just wait because we'll have to do
I was gonna say we could just go on break.
Yeah, let's do a break.
Let's do break. I will answer the door in a minute, but you guys take your meds and drink water and
take care of yourselves. Get some sunlight. Do something for you.
Cozy.
Yeah. Cuddle up to something if you need it. Today's a no bones day, hence the cat.
Squishy cat.
I took meds. I'm being a good boy.
I'm gonna do that soon.
Yes, and water. Hydrate.
Yeah, or Gatorade if you're weird like me.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, we love you, and we'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Bye.
Welcome back. How was your break?
Did you do the things? I hope so.
Don't lie. You're only lying to yourself. We know the truth. We always know.
We see you.
Just make sure that you get to it eventually if you didn't. And if you did, congrats. Good job.
You get a cookie.
We're handing out cookies now.
Go find a cookie.
Maybe
just go find one.
We
just,
should hand out like spoons
the
instead.
First cookie. Can we make them like hot chocolate spoons?
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. If you don't know what
gift
that is,
people with extra spoons.
it's where you get a spoon covered in like chocolate, like cocoa powder, and it's like got the mix. It's like a fudge chocolate delightful thing. And you dip it into hot milk or water.
And then you stir, and then you suddenly have hot chocolate.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
It's fantastic.
It's magical and so fun.
Yeah.
Evil Narwhal says hello. All right, we are back.
Yeah, we're back in it.
From outer space.
We did just sing that.
Okay, good. I was like, did that happen or was it in my brain?
No, we actually sang it.
Oh,
You're
that's
good.
right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we figured it'd be kind of interesting to go over my med bin.
Yes. So we know that, especially if you are newer to the journey, the medication aspect can be kind of scary. It can also feel defeating, right? To like need that support.
Yep.
So we figured let's do what we always do and make it super visible, and y'all can see kind of what our daily meds look like.
Yeah. Some of these are rescue meds, though, but this is, I'll go through all of it, but I keep it all in a bin. This is my amazing med bin that I keep next to the bed. Because some days I'll need extra, like, anxiety meds, or I have emergency pain meds, or, like, Odensitron.
Anti-nausea meds.
Here's my first thing. Odensitron. For now for kids.
No.
Not for kids, I don't think, actually.
Please don't give to kids.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Which one is that?
This is the
Nausea med?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You dissolve it under your tongue. It tastes like strawberry, and it helps really well with nausea.
Good.
Two
That's
of these.
nice. I'll have to think about asking about that.
Yeah.
Because we know that like cannabis is my go-to for nausea. And oh my God, I have been so nauseous over the like last couple weeks. Just constantly.
See, it's not
and
just me.
Abdominal pain, and
It's crazy, right?
it's not good. It sucks. And then
Okay.
I'll have like food in my mouth, and then I get super nauseous. It's awesome.
This isn't prescribed, but this is a sleep med that I take. It's just diphenhydramine.
Yeah.
I use it also for MCAS situations
Mm-hmm.
because it's another antihistamine.
Yup.
Then we have the Celecoxib. Celebrex.
Oh, yeah.
Celecoxib.
That's my new one. We took out the meloxicam and added that one instead.
I
or
want to
in its
say what
place.
it's for exactly, but read what it says on mine.
Let's see. For EDS.
Take 2 times daily for EDS.
Who put that on there?
It's got to be.
It was Marianne.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I love that she was like, you know what? Fuck your medical record. Let's fix it.
Yeah,
it's
we'll
EDS.
put it on everything.
It's EDS,
Yeah.
guys.
And a
Ow.
lot of these are going to be daily.
Ooh,
or-
here we go. Ready? Hold on.
Oh shit.
Okay. I don't know if y'all can see what's happening right now. Yeah, there we go. So my foot is spasming, and it took this toe the fuck out.
Yeah, it's red.
Like really, really out.
I don't know if you can see it on there.
Yeah. See that like really sharp corner. Ow, and it won't let go. It's like,
It's
Holding
a
for dear
spasm
life.
from hell.
and then we pop the toe back in. There we go. Ugh. Ugh. Fun. Sorry, I had to show you while it
No,
was
yeah,
like,
while it
actually
happens.
happening. Yeah.
It's important to catch those.
Ugh.
Then there's everyone's favorite, gabapentin.
Gabba gabba.
This is a neuromed.
Yep. What
Helps
was your
with nerve pain.
impression of gabapentin earlier on? Because I introduced it to you, right? Because you had Lyrica to start, I think.
No, I started on gabapentin.
Oh, okay.
I started on gabapentin, then I moved up to Lyrica to try it.
Yeah.
At first, when I first started taking it, I wasn't a fan. Like, it didn't help a lot in the beginning,
Mhm.
like right away. And then it would give me weird visual hallucinations in the very beginning. Like, I would see lights,
That's really interesting.
like only when my eyes were closed.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like,
Oh, it was like flashing.
Yeah.
Okay.
but I mean, it's lifesaver now. This is my daily. Like, I need these.
Yep.
For nerve pain. Then there's pain meds, everyone's favorite. I was looking at the dosage, like, this is an old bottle. Oh my god.
Which ones are those? Oh, that's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Levothyroxine. This is for my thyroid. I have a hyperactive and a hypo, but this one helps keep it at least one direction, more
Right.
or less. So I'm
it's
usually
not yo-yoing. So
right.
hard.
I have dips, but then I don't have major spikes.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
We gave up on my thyroid.
Yeah, your thyroid's
It was confusing, and no one wanted to deal with it. So,
your thyroid's a mess.
oh well.
Then I have duloxetine.
Mhm.
I take
Which
this,
is Cymbalta.
yeah, for
Yep.
anxiety and depression, and it's
It's
part
a
of
nerve
a
pain reliever as well.
exactly. It pairs well with other pain relievers,
Mhm.
so this has been really helpful, just in general, to be on. It helps with all the things,
Yep.
like emotional and physical. Methocarbamol.
Yep.
This is for my
Muscle
back spasms.
relaxers.
It's an antispasmodic.
Yes. That's one I tried at one point, and they were actually in pain management. We were talking about trying that one again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
If it helped with your spasms, it'd be great, but I don't know if it did. I remember
It
you
didn't.
trying it.
Yeah,
and it
I
didn't.
tried basically everything.
Yeah.
They were like, "Have you tried this one thing that you haven't tried?"
More gabapentin. Oh, this is a combination of knockout meds for sleep. So sleep meds and that stuff that you.
Oh yeah, Mirtazapine.
Mirtazapine is in here. That's my bedtime safety set.
What were they telling us when we were there? So they said something really interesting about mirtazapine was that the half dose works better for sleep than the actual full dose does. So if you take it at the half dose, and they were happy that I was. Yeah. It was, again, one of those things where they were like, okay, so you're doing the right things. Woohoo.
Yeah.
But that one's great for sleep and has been and continues to be, which is absolutely amazing.
Saves my ass many times. Yeah. So I need to get a prescription for it. Yeah. Honestly.
But I will tell you, if you take it, you need to go to bed.
It is a nighttime knockout.
Yes. Because, and it works differently from other things. It's not like taking like Benadryl or a sleep med,
not
right?
At all.
It's like you close your eyes and then you are asleep. Bye. Like I woke up this morning and my phone was dead because I took my meds and then didn't set up my Nest.
You weren't ready in time, and then you were out.
And then I was unconscious.
Yep. That happens to me. Yep. Concerta. So this is my ADHD and energy medication. Safety. This is what kept the podcast going. Yeah. Honestly.
Well, that was like the very beginning of everything.
Yep. Yeah.
Holy crap. That's crazy to look back now.
Dude, me before podcast and post podcast, totally different people. It's ridiculous.
Like mental health wise too. I think that we've it's been a real boost. Yeah. For sure. And then it's amazing every time we hear that we're like doing something good for someone else.
I have a fun one after this. Lisinopril. So this is for my heart. My heart meds, my high blood pressure. Oh, okay. Or my weird blood pressure, I should say. Then I have Spore.
What is that?
It is a focused performance cognitive support.
Is it like a supplemental
intelligent
ADHD thing?
Functional mushroom formulation.
Mushroom formulation.
It's what Jen's mom got her for ADHD.
I see.
If it works, it works. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's one of those.
We'll never knock somebody else's methods.
If it works for you, then it works. Yeah. That's as far as I'm concerned. Then there's aripiprazole.
What is that one?
Abilify. This is my bipolar medication.
Yeah.
This keeps me from being psychotic.
All over the place, yeah.
This keeps me alive. I think a lot of these are going to be doubles now. More Densitron. Acid controller. Oh, so this is Zantac. Yep. Over-the-counter Zantac, which I need desperately. And esomeprazole, which I desperately need. Because, God, I didn't realize how bad my heartburn was until we started treating it. Yeah. Like, I would stop eating. I would stop treating myself. Yeah. It was...
Those were the days where you would just stop taking meds entirely.
Yep. Yeah.
Like a dumbass.
Well, I did because it would hurt.
I know.
Like, and it wasn't like a conscious thing. It was like, I just don't think I could stomach things. Yeah. You know what I mean?
What is that one?
This is meloxicam.
Oh, okay.
It's my new meloxicam, technically.
And meloxicam is a anti-inflammatory.
Yeah. Morcellixibib.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin. No, just casually chilling in my thing. Prazosin. That was the last one. I was looking for Prazosin. The Abilify gives me really, really vivid dreams.
Oh, okay.
Which turn into really, really vivid nightmares if I'm not careful.
Okay.
You know, when you're not fully lucid, so you're not controlling your dreams, but you're in it and it feels real. This helps with that. It's a blood pressure medication, but it helps people with PTSD.
Fascinating.
Sleep. So
it is incredible to me how many medications have these like multiple uses. So like mirtazapine, for instance, as a stomach med, an antidepressant, and a sleep aid. Yeah. All at once.
And then I want to go over the daily thing that you got me.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is super cool.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So it's this lovely little tower. I'm hoping you guys can see at all. So, and it's in this like plastic container. I'll let you go through.
Oh, yeah. And it's color coded. Yeah. So you got the rainbow. And I don't know if you can see the days on it. It has the days of the week. Mm-hmm. And so in the morning, you can take your day out and then take it with you. Yep. Throughout the day. It's fucking amazing.
I love it. And I also really like that it's got 4 slots in it instead of 3, which is really helpful. This one's empty because I took my morning meds like a winner.
I did the same. I didn't take my noon meds. Whoopsie doodles.
I don't have a noon med. I have a 3 o'clock med and then a 5 o'clock med and then a 9 o'clock
Mine's the same too for gabapentin at 3.
Yeah. Excuse me. Goodness.
So I'll have that coming up.
So now we can go through what I've got in here,
Oh, yeah.
which is fun times. The morning one is actually the most that I take. So that's like 11, 12 pills, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, I have to look at the end of the day ones. So I've got gabapentin, obviously, because I need that. And we're up to 600 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Then I've got Verapamil, which I take 3 times a day. Verapamil is for, it's actually really interesting. So it is a blood pressure medication that's also, oh my gosh, it's like a calcium channel blocker.
Oh.
And so that's what they started me on for the esophageal spasms, because when you have like smooth muscle spasms, there's not a whole lot we can do, like on the antispasmodic end anyway. So that's Verapamil, and then that one helps keep my blood pressure in check as well.
Yeah.
Then I have Famotidine that I take twice a day.
Yeah.
And that one is stomach.
It is.
And allergy, or is that one just stomach?
Stomach.
That one's stomach. And then the pantoprazole that I take twice a day, and that one is stomach and allergy.
Yep.
And then we have what the heck is it?
Sweetheart.
The blue ones. Crap. I know what they are, but I can't remember. It's dicyclamine.
Oh, yeah. I used to be on that.
Yeah. I love this thing. Holy crap. They started me on it fairly recently for like gut spasms, essentially. Yeah. And it works really well. So I take that 3 times a day. And then I have a 24-hour Allegra that I take twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the morning meds consist of, let's see. So it's the Celebrex.
Yeah.
2 650 extended release Tylenol.
Mm-hmm.
The Cymbalta. I think that's it, mostly.
Yeah, do you take gabapentin in the morning too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So gabapentin's 3 times a day. And then I have in my like afternoon meds, because these are like the take it once a day ones kind of. So I have my 3 times a day meds, which is the gabapentin, the Verapamil, the dicyclamine. And then I have magnesium, B12, and vitamin D.
Nice.
Because I have low levels of all of that.
Yeah, I need to take more of the vitamin D.
Yeah.
Like, I need it in my normal cycle, but I think we're out.
Oh.
It's just something we need to pick up.
Yeah. And then at night, we add the mirtazapine. Yeah. And then that's pretty much, that's the gist. So lots of pills. And we actually have fun party tricks where you can take 11 pills in your hand and down them all at once.
Oh, yeah. I used to have, like, issues swallowing pills, but now I don't. I'm just, like, give me all of them at once, I'll swallow them. It's not a biggie.
Yeah.
Are they giant horse pills? Great.
Yep. Those all separate out if I ever have to take the big fat ones.
I live dangerously.
What was that big fat one that I was on for a minute? Was that the
No, I thought it was the steroid.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to... What is the word?
I can't take it because it's bad for me. It's called... I don't remember.
Crap. Why can't I pull that into my brain?
It's because we just went over every other medication. So now
and
all
I'm like,
of those
how
are
many?
stuck in our head.
Yeah. Nope.
Prednisone.
Prednisone, yes.
It was the prednisone.
Those were fucking huge.
Yep.
That was like my whole fingertip as a pill.
Yep.
It was crazy. But yeah, so I love those little containers because they have the 4 slots, which is great. Because if I had 3, it would be really hard to fit everything in it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and if I don't have one for the 4th slot, I usually put my like emergency meds in there, like for my traveling around.
Yeah,
which is
so like
so
just
handy.
in case meds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And I had pulled out over here. I also have my pain med, and then I have cyclobenzaprine.
Nice.
And cyclo is kind of an on and off type med for me. It's more on the rescue side. So with the mirtazapine on board, I don't need it for like as a sleep aid so much anymore, which is great. And they also, every time they warn you, they're like serotonin syndrome.
Yeah.
So I can't take the mirtazapine and the cyclobenzaprine like together often.
Right.
Because that would be bad.
No, I have to do the same thing with cyclos. If I'm taking cyclos with like the methocarbamol even, you got to be careful. You got to do one or the other just to be safe.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then, So that's my like rescue med stuff. And then I keep salt pills in my backpack.
Yeah.
Just so that I have them in case something goes horribly wrong and I don't like have Gatorade or POTS is really bad. And I actually keep them for like exercise a lot of the time because I'll get really dysautonomic while I'm exercising.
Yeah.
It just pisses off my nervous system and it sets off the MCAS every time and there's nothing I can do about it. So
that's why after every time I exercise, I usually soak.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Because it defeats like the itchy burning feel.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in hot water.
Mm-hmm. Because I will sneeze for hours after I've worked out, and then I've become more reactive to like my own sweat.
Oh yeah.
At this point, which sucks. Ugh. I think that's been the trigger a couple times for like the facial swelling, but again, that part's super hard to pin down. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Every time I've had it, I feel like the sweat is either agitating it more or causing it.
Yeah.
Because I'll notice that and I'll get like it'll hurt.
Yeah. It starts burning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. It almost feels like the same kind of burning that I had with shingles.
Right.
So it's like a really weird nerve pain almost. Burning sensation. But it's also got like a numb element to it. It's weird. I don't know. The swelling sucks. And I'm done.
Yeah.
But I also suck and have not made the appointment for the immunologist. So I can't really bitch too much. Because I haven't done the thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of the thing that I need to do still.
Yeah. Well, I still don't have a crown for my mouth.
I don't even want to talk about fucking mouths. Fucking.
They're like, it's going to be expensive. And I'm like, do I need it? They're like, yeah, you'll lose your tooth if you don't. I'm like, do I need the tooth?
Yeah.
Because it's just so expensive. So expensive. Oh, remind Jen about Care Credit.
Yeah.
Because that one, very helpful. Because if you can get a good like credit limit on that, usually they're running like promotional deals all the time, where they're like, it's going to be financing, but it's 6 months, no interest, or 12 months, no interest.
Yeah.
Which is fabulous when you're like, oh, great, I had one tooth worked on and it's going to be $1,200
Mm-hmm.
with insurance. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking teeth. It's just the worst.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. Yeah. What else haven't I done? Oh, I have to make an appointment for an MRI of my feet.
Oh, yeah. That's an important one.
Which I haven't done yet.
To see the soft tissue damage.
Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. Oh, because before we came back, we were talking about how, like, in the Facebook groups, people are like, oh, I sprained my whatever. And I was like, how do you know you've sprained something?
Yeah.
How does that work? But I think it goes back to that piece where the DO was like, so when you go to the urgent care for dislocations, and you're like, I do not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a child who came to say, I love you.
I love you too.
Close the door, bud.
No, we gotta record.
They just love you so much.
I know. I was scheduled for my hug just then. I'm pretty sure. So that was my bad.
Oops. It's on the calendar.
Yeah, he puts it on my daily
Hug
schedule.
time, bitch.
Hug time happens like once every hour in the afternoon.
I love
like
that.
He hits a point and he's like,
affection now.
yeah, I need to find you. What are you doing? Hug. Do you need a hug? And he asks too. He doesn't just hug. He's like, do you need one?
He's so cute. I love it.
Like, yeah, I need a hug. And then if I'm like, no, he understands and he gives me the I love you and then he leaves.
See, I was going to say, I need children. Because my husband is not a, like, touchy person.
Right.
At all. And I need that.
Right.
Like, I need physical affection to feel connected to people. That's just my love language. I don't know what to say. So I'm like, I need children because they will have no choice but to snuggle me.
Fair.
It's terrible.
Oh, man.
Ugh. So I hope that, like, putting that out there, like, your meds are there for a reason.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Like,
yeah,
it's not something to be ashamed of.
Right.
Like, normalize it.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
we're on a ton, but we're not on anything really scary.
Yeah, no, definitely not. It's not like we're taking like Prozac or something
Right.
all the time. Or like, what is it, Xanax? That's the one I was thinking of.
Mm.
Like, here, be on Xanax a lot all the time.
No, thank you.
No. It's like a brain muscle relaxer.
Yeah.
That's like what that is.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh. Yeah, no. I hope that people can at least relate,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Or be less afraid.
Yeah.
I'm on a ton of things, but they help me so much.
Yeah. Well, and it was interesting. I remember when I had to start taking antidepressants, that was kind of, it felt a little defeating.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It was like, oh, I'm broken. But then from that point, and I think it was really once the gabapentin was on board, and I was like, holy crap, this is a game changer. I can function.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah, no joke.
So at that point, I think I was on board. I was like, if it helps, we will give it a go. We will try just about anything.
Yeah.
Except for like benzos.
Yeah, no. I've never even really tried them. I think I had some emergency ones for the bad PTSD.
Yeah.
Like pre-therapy.
They're just
But
bad.
I don't need them at this point. Like there'd be no point in taking
People
them.
have such like nasty, long-lasting side effects. I'm like, no, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's interesting too, because I'm like, I don't know where the brain draws the line between like acceptable and not.
Right.
Because for me, like kratom, for example, I'm like, nope, don't know enough about that shit. I hear people all the time who are like, oh my God, it's amazing. But
nope.
Nah.
No, thank you.
I don't know enough about that. And it's a little unregulated. So
yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I've had people like group therapy that swore by it though.
Yeah. And
Like-
people do. It's just, it's not something that I think has enough research.
Yeah.
There's not enough like depth of research, I guess. So that's one that I avoid. But I think that's really like all I avoid.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, I'm like, sure, I will give it a go. That's fine. We will try whatever. You're dying.
I am dying.
I think it's, should we call it?
Yeah, a little
Say
early,
goodbye?
but
Yeah.
I'm feeling MCASy as fuck.
That was me last night too. The MCAS is out of control.
It needs to stop.
It does need to stop. Holy shit. But you have to make a promise to them and to me that you're going to tell somebody about your foot.
No, I don't have to. I'll do it, but I don't have to do it.
He'd better.
I will. I will.
Good. Yeah, that's not good.
No.
You're like, yeah, it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah. And it's like a spinal thing too. Like if it's either in my hip or in my spine.
Yeah.
There's nerve unhappiness.
Like
happening.
in the SI.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That would be my guess too. Is it that like you've essentially trapped? What am I trying to say? Not like sciatica, but close.
Right.
Right? Yeah. Like in that area where it's pinched off.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Because I can kind of feel it on the outside of the leg too, like where the nerve travels down.
Oh.
I can kind of tell that it's numb-ish.
Sciatica for me was just really awful. I mean, it happens all the time now, but I get it in the front and the back.
Mm.
And then it shoots down into my knee.
Yeah.
And then I can feel it in my ankle. But I don't think I've had like numb. Not from sciatica anyway.
Well, I mean, it's not like it hurts. It's a relief if anything.
It's true. True enough.
But yeah, I will talk to somebody about it for sure
Good.
before next week.
Yeah. Do it.
I will.
Do it. Okay. All right. On that note, my lovely people, I think it's time that we say goodbye.
Yeah.
So look after yourselves. Do what you need to be okay. And don't feel bad about it.
Right. Everything's going to be chill.
And be kind to yourself. Kindness and patience.
You deserve it. You don't think you do, but you do.
I don't deserve it, but...
Yeah, it's secretly like, I don't know, but they do.
All right. Take care, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.